New moon is coming up on Thursday the 17th, but right now it's Sunday the 13th. Let's take a quick look at the week ahead in astrology, and then we'll get stuck into that new moon. Right now the moon is in, let me make sure I'm getting this right, we've got a Cancer moon at this moment. She's about 20% full at the moment, 20.8%, but by the time you see that, she'll have gone down a bit more. So just a fifth of the moon in the sky now, quite dark in the sky in the evenings, and that new moon is coming up. It's actually going to be 7 a.m. On the east side of the States and Canada, 3 hours before that Pacific. In UK, it's going to be 12 midday, and that's pretty much the case throughout Europe. At this very moment, let's just see where we are, because yes, I'll confirm my former... Oh dear, this thing just always prompting me all the time. Right, okay. Right now the Sun is trine Pluto, and it's always worth taking the Sun into consideration, actually. Moon astrology is where it's really at for the big news, but the moon is reflecting the light from the Sun. So you've got strategic proposals, kind of authorities, people like that are trying to make these strategic proposals, and they may very well be successful at this time. So it's a great time for governments. Not sure that's terribly good news, really, but the moon is square Mars right now, and that's the one to really watch. Now, we can have stressful conditions because a square isn't really a straightforward thing. It's, you know, it's not quite as strong as an opposition, but there is a bit of kind of knocking heads together, particularly where Mars is involved. But always with Mars, try and channel any negativity that comes up into some kind of constructive project. Get out there and do something. I'm going to clean my chickens out pretty soon. That's fairly constructive. I've got to do it anyway, but yeah, this seems to be quite a good time for it. Mercury is one of the very few planets which isn't retrograde at the moment, and it is square Jupiter. So communications are kind of at issue, not necessarily badly affected or anything, but communications are important, so do communicate carefully. As we go through the week, let me just check my book here. Llewellyn's 2020 Astrological Pocket Planner. I'm going to be sending off for the 2021 planner pretty soon. But there we go. Moon enters Leo today, actually, a little bit later on today. It's 8:32 a.m. on the west side of the States and Canada. East side, 11:32 a.m. So that's actually going to be 4:32 in the UK afternoon when we get the moon in Leo. And then that kind of touchiness, that kind of vulnerability that we feel under a Cancer moon is dissolved. And it's time to be out there getting your projects seen. So, you know, even more important to be constructive about those projects under the Mars influence. Wednesday the 4th, Tuesday the 15th. What am I saying? Tuesday the 15th, the moon is actually going to enter Virgo, and that is later in the day. 11:37 a.m. on the west side, 2:37 p.m. east side. 5 hours after that, 7:37 p.m. here in the UK. We're going to get that Virgo moon, and that's setting the scene for the new moon, which is going to happen on Thursday, September the 17th, and that is actually going to be in Virgo, and it's going to be activating a long-running aspect, actually, which is Mars square Saturn. So that it's very kind of similar to the August new moon that we had. It's kind of frustrating, but it pushes things into being. It forces us to kind of reach turning points and do things a bit differently, which is going to work out pretty good in the long run. Quicker and easier to resolve problems caused by anything to do with Mars or anything to do with anything really, and resolving crises as well. That's going to happen, and it's going to lead to achievement. It's going to help people kind of recognise what's going on in their own life, and it's going to bring a bit more harmony, actually long-standing harmony. Harmony never lasts forever, does it? That's the nature of harmony. But that's what that new moon is all about. It's the end of the cycle, the beginning of another 28-day cycle. The astral aspect then is going to be Sun conjunct Moon. That's what always happens. So you get an invigorating burst of energy and initiative. Now, just after that, a little bit later on Thursday the 17th, we're going to get a Libra moon, bringing a sense of balance for the weekend, and I will be back before then, my friends. Okay, so that's how astrology is looking today, Sunday the 13th, and that is what is coming up for us all over the world on Thursday the 17th, when we get that new moon in Virgo. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Do kind of follow me around the internet if you possibly can. I'm on Facebook, Andy Lynch. I'm on Instagram at, let me see, Astro Truth. Not sure if there's a hyphen in that. I should have really brought that up and checked. But look out for Astro Truth on Instagram, because that's where I am. I'm also on YouTube, Twig Brother. Do check out the channel if you get a chance. It's always good to meet up with new people on there. And I can post longer readings on there. I'm going to do a chakra reading. As soon as I've finished doing the chickens, I'm going to come in and do that. So that will be up on YouTube a bit later. Meanwhile, I hope your weekend's been going well. Have a fantastic week ahead, friends. Have a fantastic week ahead, friends, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace.